And we're live.
Yes, yes. Welcome into the Tim McKernan Show. It's the Pick Six podcast presented by Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew. Irish whiskey. I hear whistles. I hear echoes. Do I hear echoes? I
I
just
heard
drunk.
it too, but it's gone away.
All right. God bless America. Tullamore Dew, the sponsor of the Pick Six podcast from the HomeLoanExpert.com studios. Welcome in, friends. Celebrate your favorite team's touchdowns this year with Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. May their feet be swift and their aim true. May the refs be forever in your favor and your whiskey always. Tullamore Dew, Tullamore Dew, the original triple blended, triple distilled, smooth sipping Irish whiskey made exactly for game day moments like this. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Please enjoy Tully responsibly. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. Our studios are sponsored by Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com. If you're buying a home or if you're refinancing, make sure you're doing it with the great Ryan Kelly online at the HomeLoanExpert.com. Homes will start coming on the market after January 1st. Position yourself by getting pre-approved. Go to the HomeLoanExpert.com or capitalize on the fact that home values are high, interest rates are low, and get a cash-out refi with Ryan Kelly online at the HomeLoanExpert.com. That's Ryan Kelly, studio sponsor of the Tim McKernan Show here on the Inside STL Podcast Network. Jackson, can you tell the good people about Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think a lot of people, as the new year comes along, they're making New Year's resolutions. Their number one New Year's resolutions should be taking care of their financial future, working on saving and building your portfolio for the future. And the only person who can help you do that is Mark Hanna. I know there's other people out there, but the only person you should trust is Mark Hanna because he's really the best. I love talking to Mark Hanna. Truly do. I truly love talking with him because not only is he a great guy, but he's unbelievably knowledgeable when it comes to this stuff. And when you're working on something so important as your financial future and your portfolio, you want someone who you can trust and who you know is a good guy. And Mark Hanna embodies what a good guy is 100%. He is the greatest. So if you want to take care of your financial future, if that's what one of your New Year's resolutions is, call Mark Hanna. He'll learn about you, learn about where you are with your finances, what your goals are, and he'll educate you on the best plan for you going forward. So give Mark Hanna a call. And if you already have someone, consider making the switch because really, Mark Hanna is that good. I love talking to Mark.
There he is, Mark Hanna, Evergreen Wealth Strategies, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreenstl.com. James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm. He is in Webster Groves. He is my insurance agent, and I am so grateful that I made the switch. I recommend him wholeheartedly to everybody in our audience. James Carlton, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net for home, for life, for auto. Start your new year off right with the best in the business. That's James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. Action Jackson, producer Joe, tell the people where things stand with Pick Six presented by Tullamore Dew.
Well, you've still got 3 games outstanding from last week. So at this point right now, you are 1-1-1. Your UCLA game got banged, so no play there. You still have Clemson, Tennessee, and South Carolina outstanding from last week. So at this point, Ken went 5-1.
Iggy!
I'm telling you that I go back to that Army.
Here we go.
Fucked up face punt. That would have been 5-1. That'd have been 4 weeks of 4-1, 5-1, 5-1, and 5-1 instead of that 1-5 in there. So I'd been making a move with that Army.
There it is.
So he went 5-1. Unit went 1-5 on the flip side of that. Jackson 3-3. Pete still has Clemson outstanding. So he is sitting at 2-3 right now because he had NC State banged. I went 4-2. And so at this point, I'm at 53-48, 52.48%, leading the way. Tim, you're in second at 50-51, but as I said, you still have those 3 games outstanding. Next up would be Unit. He is 48-55. Pete is 45-56. Oh, Jackson, pardon me. Jackson's also 48-55, but 7-10 with his lock. So Unit's got him a little bit. then Pete, and then Ken is 46 and 57.
Yeah, hey, you got all three of your prop bets last week too. You basically went 8-1.
Wow.
He picked up his props. And there was a couple more that got picked up as well. Tim, you picked up two of yours.
What did I get?
You had the 49ers under 10.5 and the Cowboys over 9.5.
Wait.
So if the Chiefs lose one of the next two games, you'll hit your third one there as well. And that one's outstanding also.
God bless America.
Yep.
Who's leading things off?
Ken.
Iggy.
Joe, I don't worry about.
I might start playing your games.
Yeah, Joe. This week, I don't know. I think the Colts kicker is also playing linebacker this week.
Nice.
Joe, how many am I out of away from the second to last place guy?
You're not in. You're in second to last. Pete's in last place right now.
Wow,
okay.
such a meta question.
Well, that's all I'm worried about. I just don't want to finish last. So that's
Iggy,
my goal.
You could win this whole thing.
Yeah, fuck, I'm like 12 games out. All right.
If Pete picks up Clemson, you guys will be tied for last or second to last, however you want to look at it.
Okay. Yeah, this week's a crapshoot. I mean, I was trying to pick games that actually still mean something, whether it be playoffs or home field advantage, shit like that. So that's fine. Then I put two college games in there. These are all 10-point teasers, Joe and Jackson. These two are going to go in all 6. Kansas City, Cincinnati over 40. New England minus 5.5 versus Jacksonville.
I like that both. Yeah, shit, that's good.
Was that second one, New England minus 5.5 against Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm sitting here doing this as we're doing this, and I'm like, I might have to add that one. I'm literally doing teasers in my phone.
I did mine like an hour ago because I figured that the points were moving like all week because of COVID and who's playing, who's not playing. So I just waited till like an hour ago. And my first one, I'm taking Oklahoma, Oregon over 53. Second one, I'm taking Wake Forest minus 4.5 over Rutgers. Buffalo minus 4 versus Atlanta. Green Bay, Minnesota over 37.5. And Tennessee plus 6.5 versus Miami. And I might lock there.
All right. Iggy's in the books. Who's up next?
All right. My 4 and 2, since it's in the book, would be up next. I will start because, I'm riding. My first 2 games are games that Tim picked. I got a little bit better of a number on South Carolina. I've got South Carolina plus 9.5. Tim, your lock last week was South Carolina plus 9.
I love that game.
I don't give too much of a shit that the SEC hasn't won a bowl game yet. I go to motivation, and I feel like the motivation will be significantly higher with South Carolina.
Didn't that game start like 4.5, 5 beginning like a week ago?
It's up to 10 now.
Oh, is it? So I'm getting 10.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm looking at the sports book we use, Joe. So I don't know if that
okay.
counts.
Yeah, that counts. Yeah, we played that.
There you go.
Yep. Next up, I've got 2 Tennessee bets. I've got a worse number than Tim had last week. Tim's got the Vols minus 4.5 last week. I've got the Vols minus 6 against Purdue and basically a home game in Nashville. And then I've got Tennessee first half minus 3.5 against Purdue as well. And then I've got both playoff games. I've got Bama minus 13.5, and I've got Georgia minus 7.5. I think both of them are significantly better than their opponents. And what Saban's had, 4 weeks, 5 weeks to get everything right. That I feel like it's just an unfair advantage. The more time that he's got, the better they end up being. And semifinal games outside of Georgia and Oklahoma in 2017 haven't been particularly close all that often. So I will lay those big heavy numbers in both of those games.
All right, who's up next? I do not know. It can't be me, I guess. I'm 1-1.
Well, you're 500, and so is Jackson. You've got a better record, so it would be on you.
Oh wow, the action is on me. All right, I am going with the Iggy route of going all in on 2 games for a teaser. Alabama minus 3.5, and the Chiefs Bengals over of 40. So those are my two all-ins, and they will be paired with the 5 following: Iowa, Kentucky over 34, Ole Miss, Baylor over 45.5, LSU, K-State over 37.5, Cardinals, Cowboys over 41.5, Steelers, Browns under 51. And I repeat, Alabama and Chiefs, Bengals over. Alabama minus 3.5 and Chiefs, Bengals over of 40. They are in all of my teasers. And then the Iowa, Kentucky over 34. Ole Miss, Baylor over 45.5. LSU, K-State over 37.5. Cardinals, Cowboys over 41.5. Steelers, Browns under 51. Those are my 5 plays pre-lock. I'm all in.
All right.
So Joe, can I change my Dallas, Arizona to 41.5? I had it at 42.
It is 51.5 is the line on our site, Joe. That's what I see.
Never mind.
Never
mind.
Which game?
Never mind. That's my last game. I changed it. I didn't do that one yet. That's my 6th game.
All right. That brings us to Jackson. He went 3-3.
Woo! All right. Shit. All right. I know I'm taking Bulls minus 2.5 in the first quarter. The Hawks have like 10 guys on the COVID list, and they notoriously start slow. I'm also going to take Cam Reddish under 19.5 points. Cam Reddish under 19.5. I'm also going to take Julius Randle over 21.5. And then, shit. All right, I'm going to go Oregon plus 7. I just feel that Oklahoma just wants to wipe this season and move on. And I think Oregon, for some reason, has something to prove. I don't know. Who knows? But I like Oregon plus 7. And then I also like Georgia minus 7.5.
All right. What about G-Unit and Gangster Pete?
I do not have Pete's picks, but I do have Unit's picks. Okay, I've got Unit, who's up next. He is taking the Arizona Cardinals plus 5.5. He is taking the Jets plus 13. He is taking the Falcons plus 14.5. He is taking the Eagles minus 3. And he is on the Chiefs Bengals over 49.5.
All right. Jackson, go ahead with Pete.
Cool. Pete has Bama minus 13. Is that 13.5 now? 13.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Michigan plus 7.5. He likes Arkansas minus 1. He likes the Kentucky Wildcats minus 3. And he's going to round it out with Ole Miss minus 1.
All right. Gangster Pete is in the books. Before we go to our locks, I would like to tell the people about the official automotive dealership of the Tim McKernan Show podcast and the Ryan Kelly Morning After, which makes its glorious return on Tuesday, January 4th on 105.7 HD2 FM, TMASTL.com. Tune in wherever you podcast, and you can watch us live on YouTube starting at 7 a.m. Tuesday, January 4th. And then me and Action Jackson on Balloon Party on 101 ESPN at 10 a.m. following TMA. Hey, so Munganast is Jamie Burkhardt and Clayton Patterson. If you are looking for a car, new or pre-owned, or need to get your car serviced, even if you didn't get it from Munganast, go to stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com, and you can get your car worked on there with the best. I will be happy to introduce you to Jamie Burkhardt or Clayton Patterson via email, via text. Just contact me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Same arrangement for Seth Goldcamp and Design Air Heating and Cooling. I'm happy to make an introduction there. If you're having any furnace issues, email me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com, at Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at DesignAirService.com. And you can book something right now by going to DesignAirService.com. You'll see the Book Now tab up in the upper right-hand corner. And you can work with the best technicians in the business, the great Seth Goldcamp and his staff, at Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our locks of the week. Iggy, what do you got?
Joe, I hate to do this because this affects Tim too, but like I said, I looked an hour ago. Did you say that G Unit has Kansas City, Cincinnati over 49.5?
He did, yeah.
So can we go to 39.5 then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I could have swore I looked at both lines.
That's huge for me.
Yeah.
It's gonna win me $1,000 or $1,250, whatever this is.
Okay. So we've knocked it down to 39.5. My lock, obviously, Kansas City, Cincinnati over New England minus 5.5. Dallas, Arizona over 41.5.
Iggy, we're on a lot of the same plays here.
What was the Cowboys? What? Cowboys, Arizona over 41.
41.5, baby. 41.5.
41.5.
All right. My lock is Baylor Ole Miss over 55.5.
Ah, Producer Joe, we got something similar going on too. I got that in the teaser. I am up next, and I really was scouring, and still am scouring. God, I love playing overs or unders with the 10-point teaser. And I kind of look at this Buccaneers Jets thing, and I can get the Buccaneers -3, but there's
minus
no
2.5. Minus
What's
2.5.
that?
Minus 2.5. On DraftKings is 12.5.
Oh, is that right? And
Yeah.
I mean, get it 2.5, and you're just like, God, how can they not win that thing?
Yeah.
I'll go with the Buccaneers -2.5. I was going to go with the Patriots play, but I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. If I can get it at 2.5, that's a material half point for these games. So Buccaneers -2.5, despite the fact that they are very beat up. The Jets are what the Jets are. Buccaneers -2.5 against the Jets. That is my lock, paired with Alabama -3.5 and the Chiefs Bengals over 39.5. Action Jackson.
Yeah, I was kind of in the tank, but I'm gonna go with the sweetheart teaser or the 10-point teaser as well. I'm gonna start with Miami plus 13.5. They're hot in Tennessee. I think Tennessee wins the game, so I'm not gonna bet Miami plus 3.5, but I think they keep it close enough. So Miami plus 13.5. I'm gonna go with the Bucks -2.5, and I had another one. Oh, Bears Giants over 27. I think they can do that. Bears Giants over 27.
That'll be iffy.
That might be my least favorite of all of your teasers of anybody that's playing. That's
wow.
It is what it is. I was gonna bet the damn Vikings to keep it close, but I don't like betting against Aaron Rodgers this late into the season.
No feeling either.
Only one game all year. The Vikings game has been decided by more than one score.
I know, but statistics were meant to be broken.
Amen. Wise words. All right, G Unit and Gangster Pete.
What's Pete's pick?
Pete's lock is he's got a sweetheart teaser. Pats -5.5. Niners -2, but isn't that minus? Is that still -2, or would that be 2.5 or 3.5? I think that number changed. Hold on. I think it's -3. So he'll take Niners -3 is the number I see. And then Bucks -2.5. Boy, if the Jets somehow win, we're all fucked.
It'd be right on brand.
0
Not me.
points.
I didn't play that game.
Iggy, you'd be gold. You'll win this whole thing.
Yeah,
and who do we have left? Gangster Pete, G Unit.
Yeah. G Unit has the Cardinals Cowboys over 41.5. That is his.
Wow, man, we really are all on the same. Our algorithms all arrived at the same conclusion.
Yeah.
These storied algorithms. All right, there it is.
What does he have it at? 41.5. Did he play a teaser?
That's what he's got. No, that was what his text said. I'm pretty sure. Let me go back and look at his text.
Runners 51.5.
Where is his?
Is this Jags Patriots?
He's got. Pardon me. It is 51.5. I just typed it in wrong. There it is. 51.5.
All right.
There you
go. A lot
go.
of similar plays. A lot of overlap. All right, time to shut it down, boys. Enjoyed Pick 6 presented by Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew. Irish Whiskey for the Vacationing G Unit and Gangster Pete, for Jackson, for Prod Joe, for Iggy. I'm Tim McKernan. This has been the Pick Six Podcast on the Tim McKernan Show from the HomeLoanExpert.com studios, presented by the great people at Tullamore Dew.